Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Animation Appreciation Podcast. I am your host, Liliana Stargazer, and today I'll be covering the Amazing Digital Circus, Episode 4, Fast Food Masquerade. Gangle learning softball is actually adorable. I also believe Jax really didn't mean to break his mask this time, but that's mostly because I don't think it occurred to him to do it. Zubul helping Gangle with her issues is actually adorable and rather interesting since Zubul comes across as kind of standoffish, leave me alone, I don't care about anything, but actually seems to care a lot. While Ragatha seems to care, but according to what she says later, it's so no one will hate her. So Zubul doesn't care what others think, but cares, while Ragatha cares what others think and not so much about the person. With her new mask, Gangle becomes more emotive than the timid person she usually is, and has more facial expressions and reactions. The reflections in Zubul's eyes. Lovely. I'm a sucker for good reflection. Also, water physics. So Gangle was previously a shift manager. I'm guessing it was for a company that made the game that they're stuck in, or apparently a fast food company. Also, Bubble and Kane share a tongue, apparently. Jax fell in the water. Someone worked at a restaurant at some point. The thing Gangle does at the start of the shift is hilarious and probably accurate. The books in Kane's office say gloinks for several of the different books, and egg, mind freak, Frank, Matt Pat theory, as in game theory, massacre droids, likely a reference to murder drones, XDCC, and I can't read the rest, but he also has a post-it with a POS login on it, the number 57 by a picture of a hand in the clouds, a classic teapot asset, and a balloon dog. He also has a sign of a chicken that says, "Have an excellent day." He has 2 B books and is currently drawing them, as well as, well, at least he is according to his doodles. There's a small circus on his desk and a legit-looking computer sticker on the back of his monitor. This is actually really, really impressive. Also, I don't think they know people like me don't think they don't know that people like me pause this episode, because I just thought you ought to know that there was a good amount of time when he was out of the frame and we could see the room and the assets and everything. And I frequently saw him whenever he would take his poses covering as little of the background as possible. They know what we're doing. Behind Gangle, we see the fryer oil changing instructions that end with fryers should be cleaned after service every night. Behind Jax, we have instructions to clean out the fridge every week and ensure any expired product is disposed of immediately. Also, they have a deep fryer cook times for all the products. And there's more instructions for how the oven works and says do not exceed machine temperature limits. Why is it capable of being set that high? I have questions. The truck out front of the store for breakfast says MR56 AMH. See, at first when I was watching this, I thought that might have been Kane's car, but it's 57. The number 57 was repeated in Kane's office and here, and it comes back again later. The fact that Zubul has a spatula hand that won't work as a spatula is bullshit. And they seem to agree. Behind Zubul, we see pepper packets and a whiteboard that says "Service with a smile," as well as a couple list. Low in stock is water, onion, dish soap, disinfectant. That's not something you want to be low on. Behind Pomni, we have sparkling Impep. That's hard to say. Splash Cola, Diet Splash Cola, Yuma Ice, more Yuma, this time cherry, Mizu water. By the way, Mizu is Japanese for water, so it's water, and hoop. Also, Orbsman ordered a number 57. I don't know why 57 is important, but it is repeated. By the clock, we see the sign that says, "Customer's always right, service with a smile." Customers are not always right. Customers are always right in matters of taste, which is the rest of that saying. When the same sign about cleaning out the fridge and a notice from Gangle say, "Do not forget to clock out on time." Again, we see the POS login on the register, and the username is Spud, and the code is 469674. I had to set it to the highest resolution, and it took me a minute because it was still blurry. Jax's name badge says, I don't care. And apparently all the glowings have names, each and every one of them. The texture on Jax's clothes and Ragatha's skin, lovely. Also, Jax kind of deserved whatever trouble he had in this episode. And something about huffing paint and not waiting till the designated break makes me laugh, because apparently it's fine if you waited. Ragatha says she misses her horses. I wonder if that's legit or just her being high, or if everything she said when she's high that doesn't make sense actually makes sense if you know her backstory. I hate the phrase, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. Only the worst managers ever use it. The best ones just ask you to do a task without the stupid sayings. The whiteboard says those who clock out early will be reported to upper management and dealt with appropriate disciplinary action. Everyone but Kinger got a B+. He got an A+. There were no repercussions for the fact that one of them was high all day long. Kane glitching out when no one was looking. Zubul is so kind for what they said to Gangle. Gangle needs to learn happy tears are a thing, and her tragedy mask would allow for that. I actually really liked this episode. That's all I have for today. Thank you for listening. And as always, if it's animated, Glitch absolutely did it on purpose. Have a good night.